Welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Kiran Kumar Salam, working as Assistant Professor in Hindu College, University of Delhi. Today, let us discuss module number 17, Chromatin Remodeling. First, the learning objective of this module. After going through these modules, you would be able to understand the need for chromatin remodeling, experimental evidence to prove packaging of DNA as chromatin, nucleosome structure, outcome of the chromatin remodeling, ATP dependent chromatin remodeling, role of remodeling complexes in a nucleosome, organization at the promoter, histone covalent modification, purpose and functions. Introduction. Chromatin is the complex of the eukaryotic DNA and protein which result in the formation of the chromosomes in the eukaryotic nucleus. Chromatin remodeling helps us to open up the chromatin and facilitate the expression of the individual genes. Figure 1 shows the details. DNA is several meters long, thus with time it has developed to coil itself around a histone protein to fit itself into the nucleus of a cell, and this complex is referred to as a chromatin. Histones are a major protein of a chromatin. Histones have a high proportions of basic amino acid like arginine and lysine. This basic amino acid facilitate the winding of the negatively charged DNA around the histones. Therefore, nuclear DNA is a eukaryotic nucleus, does not exist as a free linear strand, but highly condensed. Chromatin contains two types of the protein, histones and a non-histone. There are 5 major types of the histone, including H1, H2A, H2B, H3 and H4. And it has been found that there are very similar among different species of the eukaryotes. The basic structural unit of the chromosome is a nucleosome, which was described by Roger Kornberg in 1974. Roger Kornberg received Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 2006, experiments for deducing the nucleosome model. Chromatin is digested with the micrococcal nucleus, an enzyme that degraded DNA. It was found that the DNA fragment of approximately 200 base pairs were produced. In contrast, when a naked DNA which was not associated with the protein are subjected to micrococcal nucleus digestion, a continuous smear of a different size fragment was produced. This results suggested that binding of the protein to DNA restricted the action of the enzyme to a limited area, that is approximately at a space of 200 base pairs. Electron microscopy also revealed that chromatin fibers exist as a beaded structure in which the beads are present at a space intervals of approximately 200 base pairs. Therefore, it can be suggested on the basis of the nuclease digestion experiment and electron microscopy that the chromatin is composed of repeating 200 base pairs unit, which were called as the nucleosome, whose structure is shown in the figure 3. When the chromatin is subjected to extensive digestion with micrococcal nuclease, as explained in figure 4, fragments corresponding to 146 base pairs were found, called nucleosome core particles. These were observed in the form of beads like electron microscopy. A detailed analysis has shown that these particles contain 146 base pairs of DNA wrapped in 1.65 times around the histone core, consisting of the two molecules, each of H2A and H2B, H3 and H4. There is a single molecule of fifth histone, H1, also called as the linker histone, which bound to DNA as it enters its nucleosome core particle. The chromatin subunit, having 166 base pair of the DNA wrapped around the histone core and held in place by the H1, is called as the chromatosome. Binding of H1 stabilizes the higher order chromatin structure. First of all, the DNA wraps around the histone protein, forming a nucleosome and gives an appearance of a beads on the string. Further, DNA is packaged into 30 nanometer fiber, which forms the loops averaging 300 nanometer in length. The 300 nanometer fibers are further compressed and folded to produce 250 nanometer wide fiber, which is tightly coiled into the chromatid of the chromosome, as it is shown in figure 5. The chromatid remodeling helps to uncoil the DNA and expose the transcription site, having the promoters and the terminators. The extent of the chromatin condensations varies during different phases of cells. In the interphase cells, most of the chromatin called the euchromatin is in the relatively decondensed and distributed throughout the nucleus. During this period of the cell cycle, DNA is replicated and the genes are transcribed by preparing the cells for division. Most of the euchromatin in the interphase nuclei appear to be in the form of the 30 nanometer fiber, and about 10% of the euchromatin containing the genes that are actively transcribed is in a more decondensed state that is required for transcription. This can be observed in the figure 5. Chromatin structure is thus directly linked to the control of the gene expression in a eukaryote. Chromatin remodeling is the dynamic modification of the chromatin architecture to allow the access of the condensed genomic DNA to the regulatory transcription machinery protein, and thereby control the gene expression. In simple word, it can be defined as the general process of inducing the changes in the chromatin structure. There are several alternative outcomes of the chromatin remodeling sliding of the nucleosomes. Histone octamers may slide along the DNA, changing the relationship between the nucleic acid and the protein. It alters the position of the particular sequence of the nucleosomal surface. Reorganization of the space between the nucleosome. The spacing between the histone octamer may be changed again with the result of the positions of individual sequences are altered relative to the protein. It results in the alteration of the position of a particular sequence on the nucleosomal surface. Displacement of the nucleosome from the DNA. The most extensive change is that the octamers may be displaced entirely from the DNA to generate a nucleosome free gap. Alternatively, one or both H2A, H2B dimer can be displaced. As you can see in figure 6, the changes in a nucleosome's organization by remodeling complexes. With the help of this processed DNA, accessibility to various protein or factors alters, and for this specialized proteins are required sequentially. Chromatin remodeling is required to change the architecture or organization of the nucleosome at the promoter of the gene that is to be transcribed, so that the transcription machinery can get access to the promoter to start the transcription. It can also prevent transcription by moving away the essential promoter sequences. Chromatin remodeling also plays an important role in other manipulations of chromatin, including repair of damaged DNA. It is required for the DNA recombinations, including immunoglobulin gene rearrangement and DNA replication. ATP dependent chromatin remodeling. Alteration in the chromatin structure is accomplished by first ATP dependent chromatin remodeling complexes. Chromatin remodeling consists of the mechanism for displacing histone, and it is energy dependent. Histone can be released from the chromatin when there would be disruptions of many protein-protein or protein DNA interactions. This is accomplished by ATP dependent chromatin remodeling complexes, which use ATP hydrolysis to provide the energy for remodeling. Remodeling complexes ranges from a small heterodimeric complex which have an ATPase subunit with a single partner to a larger complexes consisting of 10 or more subunits. Among different nucleosomes remodeling complexes, ATP hydrolyzing subunit is similar, which catalyzes DNA movement, whereas the other subunits associated with each complex modulate their function. For example, some of these complexes can have subunits that target them to particular chromosomal locations. And this targeting is mediated by interactions between the subunits of the remodeling complex and DNA bound transcription factors. On the other hand, some nucleosome remodeling complexes have subunits that localize them to specific modifications of the histone amino terminal tail via the chromodomain or the bromodomains. These complexes may vary in their remodeling activities. Multiple types of the nucleosome remodeling complexes are present in any given cell. The most important component of remodeling complex is the ATPase subunit shown in a table 1. ATPase subunit of all remodeling complexes are related to members of a large protein superfamily which is further subdivided into subfamilies. Remodeling complexes classification is based on the subfamily of ATPase that they contain as their catalytic subunit. Major subfamilies are SWI/SNF, pronounced as switch-SNF, ISWI-CHD, and INO80 or SWR1. You can see the details in a table 1. SWI/SNF, which is read as a switch-SNF complex in the yeast, was the first described remodeling complex which has homologs in all the eukaryotes. The chromatin remodeling superfamily is a large and diverse, and most species have multiple complexes in a different subfamilies. Different subfamilies of remodeling complexes show distinct modes of remodeling which indicate differences in their ATPase subunit as well as the effect of other protein present in the individual remodeling complexes. For instance, switch-SNF complex can remodel chromatin by sliding DNA on the surface of the histone octamer or by displacement of the octamer to a different DNA molecule. On the other hand, ISWI family primarily affect nucleosome positioning by a sliding reaction in which the histone octamer moves and there is no displacement of the octamer. The activity of the ISWI requires the histone H4 tail as well as the binding of the linker DNA. The ATPase subunits are distantly related to the helicases, but they do not have any unwinding activity as present in the helicases. It is assumed that switch-SNF and ISWI classes of remodeling complexes, there is a hydrolysis of the ATP which is used to twist the DNA on the nucleosomal surface. As a result of the twisting, mechanical forces is generated that allows a small region of the DNA to be released from the surface of the octamer and then repositioned. Consequently, there is a formation of the tangent loop of the DNA on the surface of the octamer. These loops are themselves accessible to interact with other factors and they can propagate along the nucleosome, resulting in the nucleosome sliding. Role of the remodeling complexes. Switch-SNF complexes are generally involved in the transcriptional activation. Some of the ISWI complexes act as a repressor. They use their remodeling activity to slide nucleosomes onto promoters regions and prevent the transcription. Member of the CHD, that is the chromodomain helicase DNA binding family, also act as a repressor, particularly in the Mi2 NURD complexes which contain both chromatin remodeling and deacetylase activities. Remodelers in the SWRI or INO80 class have a unique activity. Some members of this class also have histone exchange capability in addition to their normal remodeling capabilities. They are responsible for replacement of the individual histones, usually H2A and H2B dimers, typically with a histone variant. Covalent modifications of the histone. All histones are subjected to various covalent modifications which occur mostly in the histone tails. All histone can be modified at numerous sites by methylation, acetylation, phosphorylations, monoubiquitinations, somylations and ADP ribosylations. Most common target for the covalent modifications in the histone tails are a lysine residue. Acetylations, methylations, ubiquitinations and simulations all occur in the free epsilon amino groups of the lysine as shown in the figure 7. There is a neutralization of the positive charge that is present on ammonium amino group by acetylations, whereas the positive charge is maintained in case of the lysine methylations, and lysine can be mono, di or a triethylated. Phosphorylations occurs on the hydroxyl group of the serine and the threonine, and it introduces a negative charge in the form of a phosphate group. All these modifications are transient and bring about changes in the charges of the protein molecule and the functional properties of the histone octamers. Histone modifications are associated with the structural changes in the chromatin that are required for DNA replications and the transcription, and the specific modification also facilitates the DNA repair. Modification at specific positions on the specific histones are associated with different functions of the chromatin. Combinations of a specific histone modification define the functions of the local regions of the chromatin, that is known as the histone code. Protein interact with the chromatin by recognizing differently modified site. For example, protein interact with the chromatin with the help of bromodomain by recognizing acetylated lysine. Different acetylated targets are recognized by different bromodomain containing protein. On the other hand, different domains of the protein recognize methylated lysine and arginine, and also able to distinguish between mono, di or trimethylated lysine. The domain represents in the chromatin associated protein to which can't recognize methylated lysines are the chromodomain, PhD or a plant homeodomain and the Tudor domain. Histone acetylation. All the core histones are subject to multiple covalent modification. Different modifications are required for the different functions. Histone acetylations and deacetylations is of important and an extensive modification. In this modification, lysine residue with the N-terminal tail protruding from the histone core of the nucleosomes are acetylated and deacetylated, which is a part of the gene regulation. Also, acetylation and deacetylation of the histone is reversible and catalyzed by the specific type of the enzyme. Histone acetyl transferases or HATs or HATs are responsible for acetylations of the histone. It is shown in the figure 9. During acetylation, HATs transfer an acetyl group from the molecule of the acetyl coenzyme A to NH3 plus group of the lysine. There are two classes of the HAT enzyme. Enzyme of the group A are involved in the transcriptions regulation of origin expression and act as the histones in the chromatin. Enzyme in the group B are involved in the nucleosome assembly and therefore act on newly synthesized histone during the DNA synthesis in S phase. Group A HATS enzyme are typically found in the large complexes like ATP dependent remodeling the enzymes. These can be targeted to DNA binding factors. Modifications of the nucleosome can be restricted to a small area, local even, for example, at the promoter regions, or extend over a large domain or even to the entire chromosome, as in the case of the sex chromosome. Acetylation is the mechanism involved in the doses compensation of the 2X chromosome in the female and 1X chromosome in the male in mammals. In females, the inactive X chromosome has underacetylated histones. In Drosophila male, superactive X chromosome has increased the acetylations of the H4. This indicates that acetylation is the prerequisite for a less condensed active structure. In male Drosophila, the K16 of the histone H5 is especially acetylated by MOF, that is the male absent on the first enzyme. This enzyme is recruited as a part of a large protein complex and introduce changes, mainly acetylations in the X chromosome, that enable it to be more highly expressed. Therefore, X chromosome in male Drosophila shows a high level of expression because of its acetylation. Trichostatin and butyric acid inhibit histone deacetylase and cause accumulation of acetylated nucleosomes. Therefore, use of these inhibitors has been found useful in analyzing acetylation and its correlation with the gene expression. It is known that acetylation is linked to activation and deacetylation is linked to transcriptional repression. Therefore, site-specific activators recruit co-activators with HAT activity, whereas the site-specific repressor protein can recruit co-repressor complex, which often contain HDAC activity. Histone methylation. It is the process by which a methyl group are transferred to amino acids of the histone protein. Transcriptional level of the genes can either increase or decrease depending on the specific site of the methylation, that is, which and how many amino acids in the histones are methylated. It has been found that such a methylation event increases the transcriptional level only if they are involved in the weakening the attraction forces between the histone tails and the DNA, as they enable the uncoiling of the DNA from the nucleosome and increases the accessibility of the DNA to transcription factor proteins and RNA polymerases. This process is mainly responsible for differential expression of the gene in the different cells. Histones can be methylated on lysine and arginine residues. There are numerous sites of the lysine methylation in the tail and the core of the histone H3 and a singly lysine in the tail of H4. In addition, 3 arginine in the H3 and 1 in the H4 are also methylated. Di or the trimethylations of H3K4 is associated with the transcriptional activations, and the trimethylated H3K4 occurs around the start site of the active gene shown in the figure 10. In contrast, H3 methylated at the K9 or the K27 is feature of the transcriptionally silent region of the chromatin, including heterochromatin and a smaller region containing one or more silent genes. Histone methylation is catalyzed by histone methyltransferases, which transfer the group from the S-adenosyl methionine onto the lysine or arginine residue of the H3 and H4 histone. The histone methyltransferase are specific to either lysine or arginine. The lysine specific transferases are further classified depending on the presence of the ACT domain or non-ACT domain. Like acetylation, methylation is the reversible, and the 2 different families of the lysine demethyltransferase KDMS have been identified. LSD1 or lysine specific dimethylase 1, also known as the KDM1, family and the Jumozi family, different classes of enzymes, dimethyl arginine, histone methylations in the X chromosome, inactivations of the doses compensation in the female organisms. There are the two copies of the X chromosome, and if both the X chromosomes would be transcriptionally active, it would double the amount of the protein products transcribed. Therefore, one X chromosome is inactivated to compensate the protein product transcribed by the X chromosome. This inactivation is brought about by the condensation of the X chromosome and the mediated by methylations of the different lysine residue of different histones. X chromosome inactivations is a random process and mediated by a non-coding RNA GIST. Although methylation of lysine residue occurs on many different histones, the most characteristic is the XI occurs on the 9th lysine on the of the 3rd lysine, that is the H3K9. While a single methylation of this region allows for a gene bound to remain transcriptionally active in the heterochromatin, this lysine residue is often methylated twice or three times. H3K9 Me2 or H3K9 Me3 respectively, to ensure that the DNA bound is inactive. Histone phosphorylation. Histone phosphorylation is linked to transcription, repair, chromosome condensation and cell cycle reparation. Histones are phosphorylated cyclically during the cell cycle in association with the chromatin remodeling during the transcription and during DNA repair. In the cell cycle, histone phosphorylation is likely to be signaled for condensation. Its effect in a transcription and a repair appears to be opposite, where it contributes to open chromatin structure compatible with the transcription, activation and repair processes. Covalent modifications of the chromatin are responsible for various functions. Most sites in the histones have a single and a specific type of modification, but some sites can be more than one type of the modification. Individual functions can be assigned to some of the modifications as depicted in the table 2. Role of remodeling complexes in nucleosome organization at the promoter. Remodeling complexes are recruited to a specific site at a chromatin with the help of the activators or sometimes by repressors. For example, yeast HO gene involved in mating type switching is activated by transcription factors SWI5. These transcription factors enters the nucleus near the end of the mitosis, bind to the HO promoter and recruits the switch SNF remodeling complex to the promoter. It is then released, leaving behind the switch SNF complex at the promoter. It means that the transcription factors can activate the promoter by hit and run mechanism, in which its function is fulfilled once the remodeling complexes has bound. The switch SNF complex is also recruited to promoter through association with RNA polymerase II. There is involvement of remodeling complexes in gene activation, as they are essential for certain transcription factors to activate their target genes. For example, GAGA factor need NURF remodeling complex for activation of Drosophila SHP70 promoter. GAGA factors binds to the 4-CT rich site near the promoter, disrupt the nucleosome and creates a hypersensitive region. It also causes rearrangement of the nucleosome so that they occupy preferential instead of random positions. Disruptions of the nucleosome is an energy dependent process and is facilitated by NURF remodeling complex, a complex in the ISWI subfamily. Role of the histone modification in the DNA repair. Chromatin is in the vicinity of the DNA damage must be modified and remodeled to increase the accessibility to the repaired machinery. The original chromatin state must be restored after repair is completed. Both histone modification and chromatin remodeling are essential for repair of a DNA damage in the chromatin. H2A phosphorylations is observed double-stranded break dependent modifications that recruits the chromatin modifying activities and facilitates assembly of repair factors. Different pattern of the histone modifications may distinguish stages of repair or a different pathway of repair. Remodelers and chaperones are required to reset chromatin structure after completion of a repair. A number of the chromatin remodeling the enzymes act at a double-stranded break. Subfamilies of the chromatin remodeling complex which are involved in the double-strand break repair are the Switch-Smith and RSW complexes of the SNF2 subfamily. INO80 and SWRI complex of the INO80 group and RAD54 and RDH54 of the RAD54 subfamily. Chaperones ASF1 and CAF1 are required to restore the chromatin structure on the newly repaired region and allow the recovery of the DNA damage checkpoint. Chromatin remodeling and cancer. It is now widely recognized that epigenetic events because of the chromatin remodeling complexes and the covalent modification of the histone are important mechanism underlying cancer development and progressions. Both of these mechanisms work in a coordinated and ordered fashion to regulate cellular processes such as DNA replication, gene transcription and DNA repair. Alterations in the function of either chromatin remodeling complexes or covalent modification of the histone may result in impairment of above mentioned cellular processes, which ultimately lead to oncogenic transformation and the development of cancer. For example, in a human, the disruption in the regulation of the histone deacetylase lead to the uncontrolled proliferation of immature blood cells known as myelocytes and to acute myeloid leukemia AML and acute promyelocytic leukemia PML. Now, let us discuss the summary. Chromatin is the complex of DNA and protein in the eukaryotes and result in the formation of the chromosome. Major proteins of the chromatin are histones. There are 5 major types of the histone: H1, H2A, H2B, H3 and H4. Nucleosomes is the structural unit of the chromosome group formed by the DNA and 5 histone proteins. One nucleosome has a histone core of 200 base pair of DNA. Histone core consists of 2 molecules of each histone protein H2A, H2B, H3 and H4 around which the DNA is wrapped and remaining base pairs act as a linker DNA. The 5th histone protein is present in the linker DNA. Structure of the nucleosome is deduced by digestion of the chromatin DNA with the micrococcult nuclease. Chromatin condensation and decondensation varies in the different phases of a cell. Therefore, chromatin structure alters to allow the expression of a gene. This structural alteration of the chromatin is called as the chromatin remodeling. Chromatin remodeling may result in the nucleosome sliding, variations in the space between the nucleosome and the displacement of the nucleosome from the DNA. All remodeling complexes have a common ATPase subunit and the other subunit numbers may vary from 1 to more subunits. Histones are also covalently modified by methylation, acetylation or phosphorylations. All these modifications are transient and bring about the changes in the charge of the protein molecules and functional properties of the histone octamer. This modification play an important role in the DNA replication, transcription and the DNA repair. Thank you very much and good luck.